Hello and welcome to Cindy's Corner. This month's stamp set of the month is Festival of Trees, and I'm going to be showing you in this video how to make this gift tag. In your kit you would have received these supplies. There's a joy, and then you've got 2 pieces of ribbon, one with a bow, then you have a label shape in the silver foil, a piece of DSP, piece of Whisper White cardstock, and then a label in Lost Lagoon cut with the scalloped topper punch ready for you. In addition, you will also have a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this is for you to stamp your embellishments. So we're going to start with our stamping first, and the first thing that we're going to do is use the solid Christmas tree, and we're going to stamp that in Coastal Cabana. And because this is a solid image, you're going to need to make sure that you pick up plenty of ink on your stamp and then onto your piece of Whisper White cardstock. There we go. I'm going to give that a few moments to dry, and while we're waiting I'm going to do the images on the back of my tag. So this is the little stamp that says A Merry Little Wish, and that's going to go on the top. And then about halfway down, again in the Coastal Cabana, I'm going to put the little to and from here. So I've got that bit complete. The next thing I'm going to do with my piece of spare cardstock is I'm going to stamp the star, and again that's going to be in the Coastal Cabana. And I'm also going to stamp the little tub that the tree is sitting in the Coastal Cabana. There, and I think we're done with the stamping there. Now this image has dried, so with my silver and then the tree that's kind of very stiff looking, but you can see it better now, that image there. I'm going to ink it up with my silver, and then I'm going to line it up with my blue tree underneath and just stamp firmly like that. And I'm going to leave that a few moments to dry before I cut it out. But while I'm waiting, I can go ahead and trim these pieces. So with your paper snips, you can cut out the little tub, and it's up to you whether you leave a little border around or whether you cut right on the inked line. Let's make that a little bit finer so it looks even. So there's that image, and then either with your paper snips, or maybe if you've got the itty bitty accent punch pack, you can use the little star punch and punch that one out like that. And then I think that this is probably dry now, so I'm going to go in with my tree punch, but you can always use paper snips to get those to cut that out if you don't have this punch. Alright, so I think we're pretty much ready to assemble now. So with your piece of designer series paper, you're going to run some snail adhesive on the back. Don't be stingy, because it will fall apart if you don't put enough adhesive on there. So that's on the front, and then on the back we're going to put the little part that you're going to write your to, your from and your message on. like that. There we go. So that's that part finished. Then with your long piece of ribbon, you're going to thread it through roughly in half, and then to make sure it stays in properly in the right place and doesn't unthread itself, I've got some glue dots, and so I'm going to just put one here and then just pull up my ribbon so that it sits there neatly, and then I'm going to go and do the same thing the other side, like that. And then my third glue dot here on the back of my little bow, and just attach it like that. So there's my basic tag, and now we're just going to finish the embellishment. Oh, excuse me. So with a piece of silver foil, we're going to put dimensionals on the back like that, and just push a nail down into the backing and they come off a lot easier. And you're going to position that on your tag, and then this is says Joy, and again I've just used the silver foil card and the dies from the Wondrous Wreath die or framelets, and in order to stick this on to my tag, I'm going to use snail, and I'm going to put this onto my silicone mat so that I don't get it all on my workbench. And you want to be careful that you don't put adhesive where it's going to hang over the bottom of your tag. So I'm being very careful here to make sure that I don't get it in the wrong places. And if you get like a little whisker of it showing through there, just use your piercing tool and knock it back. And then I'm just going to put it there. And then my final embellishments, dimensionals on the back of my Christmas tree. And I'm just going to use a bit of the edging here so I can put it up on the point, like that. And make sure I leave enough room for the little tub. And then on the tub and the bottom back of my star, I'm just going to take a tiny piece of dimensional and pop it on the back. And then just line it up with my trunk of my tree there, and the top of my tree there. There we go. There. Really pretty Christmas gift tag. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this project, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you. Bye.